In a small village nestled deep within the heart of Africa, there lived a young woman named Adana. She was known throughout the village for her kindness, intelligence, and beauty. Adana had dreams of seeing the world beyond her village, but her responsibilities to her family always kept her rooted at home. One day, a wealthy merchant from a distant city arrived in the village, seeking a bride. He had heard tales of Adana's grace and charm and was determined to make her his wife. The merchant approached Adana's parents with an offer of marriage, promising them great wealth and prosperity if they agreed to the union. Excited by the prospect of a better life for their daughter, Adana's parents eagerly accepted the merchant's proposal, without consulting Adana herself. When they informed her of their decision, Adana was shocked and dismayed. She had never met this man and had no desire to marry him. However, Adana loved her parents deeply and could not bear to disappoint them. So, despite her misgivings, she agreed to the marriage, hoping that her parents' faith in the merchant was not misplaced. As the days passed, Adana grew increasingly anxious about her impending marriage. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was not right, but she pushed aside her doubts, convincing herself that she was simply nervous about starting a new chapter of her life. Finally, the day of the wedding arrived, and Adana found herself standing before the merchant, dressed in a beautiful gown and adorned with jewels. As the ceremony began, a sudden gust of wind swept through the village, causing the trees to rustle and the birds to scatter. In that moment, a voice whispered in Adana's ear, "If only you knew the truth, you wouldn't have agreed." Startled, Adana turned to see an old woman standing behind her, her eyes filled with sorrow and regret. The old woman revealed that the merchant was not who he appeared to be. He was a cruel and deceitful man who had deceived many young women into marrying him, only to abandon them once he had taken their dowries. Horrified by this revelation, Adana realized that she had been blind to the truth all along. She had been so eager to please her parents and escape the confines of her village that she had ignored the warning signs, trusting blindly in the promises of a stranger. With a newfound determination, Adana refused to go through with the wedding, despite her parents' protest. She confronted the merchant, exposing his true nature to the village and warning others to beware of his deceit. Though heartbroken and ashamed, Adana's parents realized their mistake and apologized to their daughter for not considering her feelings. From that day forward, they vowed to always listen to her and respect her wishes. As for Adana, she remained in the village, using her intelligence and strength to help her community thrive. Though she never did see the world beyond her village, she came to realize that true happiness could be found right where she was, surrounded by the people she loved. And as she looked out at the sunset over the African plains, Adana knew that she had made the right choice. For if only she had known the truth, she wouldn't have agreed, and she wouldn't have discovered the strength and courage that lay within her all along.